Hey, this is Jim here from K2 Concepts. Going to shoot a real quick video today on a rinse station. So we're going to be moving around. The camera is probably going to be a little bit jittery. Real quick, Corona for the haters. And yes, all I do is sit around and drink beer all day long, so go ahead and hate on me. Anyhow, real quick, what we did was we took a couple of tub enclosures. You can usually get these at a plumbing supply house. The reason being is when they tie them down, they'll usually put a notch in here from the rope. Once they do that, the tub's no good. They'll throw it away. These are usually too big to fit in the dumpster, so what happens is they got to cut them up. And when they cut them up, since they're made out of fiberglass, it gets all over the guys cutting them up. So they don't even like cutting them up and throwing them away. So depending on the supply house, usually they'll just give it to you. I got 4 or 5, 6 of these for free over the years. So anyhow, fiberglass tub enclosures. We put them up on stands so we had a little fall for the drain underneath. Okay. The way I set this up is we fill these up with water. And kind of see here, a little raunchy, but that's what happens after a day of work. Okay, we fill them up with water, and what we did down here was we put in a 1 horsepower pull pump. Now right before the pump, I put in a Y in the drain line. So we're using the drains from the tubs in the bottom where they normally be, draining down right into the pump. And then it's coming out of the pump, keeping your lines as large as you can for as long as you can. These are 2-inch lines, so I kept them 2-inch as long as I could until we got overhead. Dropped them back down through reducers into a 1-inch distribution system, 1 by 1 by 1/2 inch with these cheapy shower heads. Okay, so we've got the recirculating system. Now I've got 2 outlets. We put in ball valves, so sometimes the height will change on these depending on how much where we're using the hose and rinsing it off, and so we'll have to adjust the output to kind of level them out sometimes. But if you keep them pretty full, usually they don't drain too much. Down here we've got the inlets where we fill them up every morning. Okay, and then I'm going to turn them on real quick. I've got a power to the pump. As you can see, it's a pretty efficient sprinkler system. Sometimes the heads will load up like this one. What we'll do is we'll shut it down and then spin the head off. Yeah. We'll take the head off here and then you can clean it out and then just turn it back on when you're done. And that's it. Now, we also have, as you can see, a PVC grid, and then we laid a piece of perforated aluminum on top of that to keep stuff from falling through, and that's pretty good. Some guys I've seen use rubber mats. Those are pretty good too. Now, one of the questions you guys are asking is, how do I heat the water, or should we heat the water? Or a general rule of thumb is don't get the rinse water any warmer than your tank, because you will burn your patterns. They'll come out milky. Once that happens, ABS starts coming out. You know, there's some problems that come with keeping your rinse tanks real warm. So as a rule, don't have them any warmer than your tank. Now here's a little secret for you guys. What we do is we have a water heater hooked up here, both at the rinse tank and at our dipping tank. When we need hot water, we just add hot water. You can usually put your hand under here while it's going. You can start to feel it warm up. Once that happens, shut it off, and that'll keep it warm for quite a while. Whatever you do, don't run your water through the water heater, because it won't recover fast enough. It can't. That's not what it's made to do. It's made to heat and store water. That's what water heaters do. So don't run your water heater through it. I've seen guys use pool heaters. You can probably get away with that. Those are made to push a lot of water through and heat it up in conjunction with their tanks. To me, that's just overkill down here. What we'll do is we'll just add enough to take the edge off, and that usually lasts us an hour or two before we got to add water again. That's more than enough time for this to recover and get going again. Also, what we'll do with the tank here is we'll drain our dipping tank. We'll drain it down about 50-75 gallons, and then we'll just add hot water from the hot water heater there. And fill it back up every day. Usually we can get to work within 20 minutes, and that way you're not, beating yourself up trying to wonder where you're going to get heat. Water heaters are fairly cheap. You can get them gas or electric. I think they're more efficient, and probably in the long run will be cheaper than running the heaters on your tank all night or whatever. So anyhow, that's it for this one. Join us on the forums at k2forums.net or k2forums.com. That's k2forums.com. You can email me at k2forums@gmail.com. And that's it for this. Oh, wait, forgot the one you're going to drain it. The most important part. Right here we got a gate valve after the Y. With the gate valve closed, it forces all the water through the pump. At the end of the day, like today, what we'll do is we'll open the gate valve. Now that allows all the water to drain out of the tubs. And there you go. That's it for that one. Alright, so again, join us on the forums at k2forums.com, or you can email me at k2forums@gmail.com. And that's it, and I hope you're having a good day dipping. Talk to you later.